Houston, we have a problem. Not a huge problem, but these front springs have came loose that are supposed to be attached here. This one should be attached down here. This one's still attached. And then we have some broken springs here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take and I'm gonna get these back in place, clutching them in. And then I'm gonna retie this center tie. The other two look fine. I'm going to retie this one coming across here, and then I'll have to retie from about here to here on this one, you know, fix this going on here. This is all weak because and not pushing up because these springs are not here to push them up. So let's get started on this.
Two ways I like to tuft are to pre-mark my buttons on my fabric, or in this case, I'm just going to go what I consider instinctive and just do it by feel and looks. Notice that I go into the holes when measuring for my back. What I'm doing now is turning all the pleats downward so they don't collect any dust or debris. In case anybody's wondering how I'm going to cut and fit this out back area, this is going to be an out back with an out arm sewn right down the middle of this post. So when I go over there to cut it, now first I'm going to have a measurement also from about an inch and a half down here up to where I've got plenty up here, which I'm coming out with 28 and a half on this out arm. So I'm going to take my measure from the outside of this board, which allows about a seam, and I measured to where I wanted it coming about in this area where I have plenty to make sure I come out around right here. Now I did the same thing from down here on the bottom, from the edge of this board, and come out and kind of eyeballed where I was at there, and I came up with a 5-inch difference. So what I'm going to do, since my fabric is 55 wide, I'm just going to allow myself the extra, but I know that there's a 5-inch difference. So, and I'll show you over there that I angled my cut for this at 5 inches. Now, because it's not a line or anything like that, I don't have to lay these up here and mark them together to match them. They're just going to be, it's kind of an all-over design, so I'm just making sure I start at the bottom on all of them, and that'll get them all in the basic same area of the pattern going in a circle. Okay, now on this back, same thing kind of applies. I've measured the up and down, and I'm coming up with 30 here. And then I'm coming from the outside of this board, measuring to the outside of this board, which I'm coming up with 24. I do the same thing down on the bottom, come over there to here, coming up with 19 and a half. So now when I go over there and mark my out back, I'll have it, make sure that it's 24 here on top, and then I'll find my center and then go over to what would be 19 and a half, draw those lines and cut them.